This is the wiglet that I got.
It's movable, right?
It's like got a wire in it and it's soft. So you can imagine what I was doing with it without noticing what I was doing with it on stream. And I just can't even. I refuse to hold it anymore because I like when I'm live because I'm like it's just a crazy shape for a Pokemon plushie.
I cannot believe they made it an actual plushie. I just think it's in very bad shape. Like out of all the it's just as bad as the sandcastle Pokemon plushie. I remember I showed you a picture of it. It got a Sangoose, guys. It's so bad.
Oh my! And the Roggenrola or whatever.
The Roggen, yes, that one too.
Roly Coly.
That was the one.
I think it was Roly
Poly, something like that.
Fuck yeah, that one.
Roly Coly.
Yeah, Roly Coly. Roly Coly got a Gussie too. That was crazy. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 25 of Dear Chat.
Yeah.
We're almost at half a year of Dear Chat, which is kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
Kind of crazy. We've gone above average on the average podcast. Usually they would die by now. So we made it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think I
so
might have
proud
pulled
of
that
us.
statistic out of my butt, but I think it's true.
Anything you say, I will believe it because you are a science teacher and you would never lie to me about anything.
I would only lie for a couple seconds and then I would have to admit it to you.
I appreciate it.
But anyway, if you are a long time Dear Chat listener, we have some big, excellent, amazing news, or some sad news if you're poor. Oh my God, sorry. We are officially going to be launching our Dear Chat Patreon, which is going to feature a once a month exclusive Patreon episode, which is actually going to be coming out next week. So you should hop on the Patreon bandwagon right now if you want to see our Hear Me Out cakes next week. So that is going to be exclusive paywalled Patreon content, and you will not get a normal episode next week. It'll only be a Patreon episode. So
yes,
you are losing out on a episode if you don't subscribe on Patreon. So the ball is in your court, everyone.
Just so you know, Tony and I have been doing this for almost half a year for just the funsies of it, and character building and bonding and stuff like that. So we don't make any money off anything, so that's also part of the reason too. So there's also some other incentives. You'll have your name like at the end of an episode, and it'll appear and stuff like that. And the Discord, we're making a Discord. Another one for you to join. Yeah. Everyone has a Discord at this point, but it's fine.
Exclusive Dear Chat access to a Discord and then name at the end of episodes. It's kind of what we have right now to gauge people's interest, I think. Depending on, I think, people's interest, we'll include more stuff into that, like, in the future. So we're kind of just using this to gauge people's interest. But, next week will be Patreon exclusive Hear Me Out cake that we have been actually wanting to do for a while, and we have lots of other good Patreon ideas. So that'll be linked below. It's $5.
Great PSA.
$5, by the way. What are we yapping about today? I'm excited because I have two of my favorite little guys with me today.
Oh my God, am I one of them? Wait, stop.
My critter's in my room right now.
Well, judging by your background, there's quite a few critters back there, to be fair.
Oh, that's true. There's so many. I'm surrounded.
So today we're going to talk about our pets, our current pets, our past pets, our pets' pets. I don't know, just pets in general.
Our pets.
And then we'll probably derail the conversation to something else, like always. But
and I have a very important question to ask Lynn at some point.
Yes, I don't know if I should be scared or not, but she keeps giggling, so
I'm scared. I'm raising the anticipation for it.
You really are.
I have a little guy with me today. He's like a donut right now. His name is Jelly.
Jelly.
This is my little pet ball python. His name is Jelly. He's around
so
3
cute.
feet long. He's like a banana morph ball python. They are native to Central Africa, and they like warm and humid environments. He eats frozen rats, but he doesn't like to eat during the winter, which is weird. So they can go months without eating, which is very interesting.
How's the longest he's ever gone before eating?
Like 5 months.
Oh,
It's crazy.
my God.
Last year when it happened, I thought he was gonna die. I was like, why are you not eating? And then he ate, and I was like, I remember coming to your chat, I was like, Jelly ate.
I do remember that.
And then he just did it again this season. So I don't know. I guess sometimes they just don't eat. He's staring at me. They don't eat over the winter. I don't know. I don't know if it's like a Burmation thing or a hibernation thing, or I don't know. I gotta read papers on it because I'm sure there is somebody that has said something. But he doesn't really do much. He kind of just sit in his hole all day. But when I take him out, he'll explore sometimes. He actually just shed yesterday, so he's a little more active.
Ooh.
He sheds like once every 3 months or so. He'll shed. They shed a lot more when they are little, but he's about 3 years old, or maybe almost 4. But
gosh.
yeah, that's
How
Jelly.
long can they live for?
Like 30 years.
Oh,
So he's a commitment.
that is such a commitment. Wowza. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. He's a male, so usually the males are smaller than the females. Females get pretty thick. Like they'll be maybe around like this thick, maybe even a little thicker, honestly. And they'll get about like 5 to 6 feet long. So I made sure to get a male because I didn't want them that big.
Yeah. Wow. You need a big tank for that.
Yeah.
It makes me think of Harry Potter and like the first
Nagini.
movie. Yeah, where he's like at the animal exhibit at the reptile room.
Oh, that one, yes. And
then he's just like leaning on the glass, looking at it, and then all of a sudden the glass like disappears, and the snake is like talking to him, and I'm like, what? I don't know, 7, 8 years old watching that. I'm like, what's happening?
Mommy's talking to snakes. He's a cool guy. I've always wanted a ball python. I've wanted one for years. I wanted one, but never really was in the position to get one until I finally settled, and then I bought one. So he's cool. He was technically a rescue. So he wasn't from a breeder. He was like originally, I guess, from a breeder, but then he got surrendered to somebody, and then that person was trying to find him a home, and then I was like, I'll take him. So I didn't get him when he was a baby. I got him like 2 years ago now. So he was like, he must have been like 2 or something when they got him.
Was he always named Jelly, or did you rename him?
His name was Jalebi, which was it's like an Indian dessert. Jalebi.
Oh, okay.
So they would call him Jelly, and I just call him Jelly.
Jelly.
I didn't want to change his name. I thought it was cute.
No, it is a cute name. I like it.
Yeah.
Like Jelly Belly, Jelly Bean,
Jelly.
If he ever makes you mad, you can yell his full name at him.
Jelly Bean.
Jelly Bean.
Eat your food.
Where is his favorite place to like sit when you take him out? Just in your lap, or
yeah, I kind of have him sit in my lap. I like putting him around my neck too, if he'll do
the
it.
neck.
He's all tangled. Untangle yourself. See if he'll.
God, he's so big and rotund. Oh my
long.
God.
He's like, what the hell is happening? Here's an up close of him. His little face.
He's so cute. Look at his nose. Oh my god, all the little holes.
Oh yeah, those are heat pits. So they help him hunt. They sense heat from I guess whatever is warm in front of them. So and their tongues are forked. They use their tongue to smell. So that's what the two like little prongs are on the side. It kind of like increases the surface area for them to smell things. Like
and
the same way.
unhinge their jaw, right? When they like eat stuff.
Kinda. They like just have really. I think it's like they're already just unhooked, I guess, in a way that they're able to open them really wide. And he'll like, let's see if he'll chill. He'll vibe. He'll vibe like that.
Oh my god, what a fashion statement. Ooh, so cute. I love him.
But they their tongues are forked to like I think it's for like a directional thing so that they can follow a direction. And the little holes in their face is a heat pit so that they sense the heat from their prey when they're hunting.
Whoa.
And then they have a organ on the inside of their mouth that like the chemicals from smell will hit, called a Jacobson's organ, I think, and that's how they detect stuff. He's leaving. Goodbye.
Oh my gosh.
Please don't fall.
Your neck isn't warm enough.
No.
I have had the pleasure of meeting Jelly.
This is true.
People that are, watching for the first time. And I took a picture with him and he was very scary. He's so cool, but I was so afraid to like startle him. Let me see if this picture will share.
He's very shy, so he gets kind of spooked easy.
Tony like took him out of his cage and put him in my lap and my hand was like cocked up already, and then I'm like, Tony, I want to move my hand. She's like, just move it slowly, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, I'm just gonna keep my hand here. So all my pictures of Jelly on my lap were just me with my hand like on my rib cage. But he was a cool guy. I was so afraid to move my hand. He was just trying to go for the floor, man. He wanted to escape.
He's currently, his head is in the back of the chair.
Oh my god, he's so cute. Eee. Okay, well,
we're going.
My turn for a little show and tell. I got something right here. Pants grab. Hey baby, wake up. He was asleep. I'm just gonna grab the entire bed. No one's gonna guess what this pet is. No one has ever even seen this before in the history of my stream, in real life, all that stuff. We have a cat.
Oh,
he's a little bit concerned right now. This is Jarvin.
Like, what the heck?
I think everyone knows who Jarvin is.
Yeah.
He's an American short hair, but he feels like a little baby kitten. His fur is very soft. He's gray. He was, do I call it a rescue? He was a little stray kitten that I saw at my college campus, and I sat outside for like 7 days after my classes, like around 7 to 8 p.m. Every day in the rain. I went and I made him like a little Tupperware container where I'd put his cat food in there, and I put a towel that smells like me, and then I just hang out with him until one day I went early before my classes, and he like walked right out and played with me a bit, and I called my friend and I was like, I need your cat carrier. So she came after my class, and then we just put the food in the cat carrier. He walked right in, and then I trapped him and I took him home and gave him a flea bath. So he's very chill. I think he knows that, he has the pampered life. He's so freaking spoiled. I mean, we literally talked about the cat tree.
Yeah.
So he could see out the window instead of look at frosted glass.
That was so sad.
So he's He's just chilling. He's always next to me in this room. He's really quiet and he doesn't really terrorize me when I'm on my keyboard and mouse, but I have another cat who is not allowed in this room when I'm streaming because he just insists on being in front of me the entire time, but he like will attack my mouse. Go figure, right? A cat attacking a mouse. But I have pictures of him too. So we'll show those in a bit. But yeah, this is Jarvan. I was going to hold him up like you held Jelly up, but he's sitting down. So maybe later I'll hold him up.
Oh, he's so cute.
Little baby. He is 10 years old this year. I'm trying to think what else. What else can I say about you? Oh, he's named after the League of Legends character, Jarvan Lightshield IV in League of Legends.
Is that his full legal name?
Yeah, that's his full legal name.
On the vet documents, Jarvan
literally
Lightshield IV. Yeah. I would literally see names like that at the vet. Like, people for real had full ass names like that.
It's so funny.
It was funny seeing them. Yeah. It'd be like a cat named Dog, and I'm like, ma'am.
Okay, that's actually pretty funny too.
Oh my god.
And then sometimes when he's like annoying, we call him Jarvis, or if he's just like being silly, we'll just call him Jarvis.
Jarvis. That's cute. He's so like laid back. I feel like every time I've seen Keanu like on stream or like cooking fires with Lynn, he's just like insane.
he's a menace.
Very vocal.
He is very vocal. He'll sit there and like scream at you. You know that picture? It's a popular meme of like a cat who's like screaming, and then there's like a bowl, and like there's food in the bowl, but not in the middle of the bowl, and the cat's just like mouth open. Why is it empty? That's literally Keanu. He's a glutton.
Oh, man.
Jarvan is very demure. Like I always joke and say that like Jarvan is a twink, to be honest, because he really just he kind of behaves like one.
Oh,
and then
God.
Keanu is like the drag queen of our house.
Our gay,
but it's kind of neat.
Kings.
It's kind of funny because they I don't know, just like pets in general, it's so interesting how they can be the same, you know, animal, but they have such distinct personalities, if that makes sense. But the nice thing about cats is they kind of come to you when they want affection, typically. But you do have to scoop litter, so that kind of sucks. But
have you seen like the automated litter boxes?
I have. I have seen those.
Are they good? Do they work?
They're expensive. I think the cheapest one you can probably get, well, they have like off-brand ones now, so they might be a little bit cheaper, but I was looking at one of them a few years ago. It was about, I think it was $500-ish, maybe on Black Friday. And my neighbor had one, and she liked it, but she didn't like having to deep clean it, and you gotta deep clean them like once a month. So like if you have the space to deep clean, like if you can go in your backyard and just like hose it down and scrub it that way, I think it's fine. But like if you don't have, I don't know, an outside hose or something like that, like I think it's going to be kind of a miserable process, to be honest. But yeah, I think if I settled down like somewhere or I owned a house, I would 100% buy one, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you think that you would ever potty train a cat?
That's a good question. I actually tried doing that.
Oh, how did that go?
So you can potty train a cat. The way you do it is we had this like extra bathroom that no one used. Like we literally like put cat. We'd never had guests anyway, but this was in Florida. So around 2017, our cats were, how old were they? They were like 1.5 or like 1.5 years old at this point. And I'd watched a few videos on it, and you buy like this little kind of like plastic insert that goes in the base of the toilet, and you do it in stages. So the plastic insert is like there's punchable holes, so it makes like a hole bigger and bigger until eventually like the hole's so big and there's like not any cat litter. And you gotta like, it's so crazy. You have to keep like a log and everything to like, you know, make sure that they're using it and stuff like that. And so we had like the normal litter box in the bathroom, and then it was right next to the toilet, and on the toilet we put like cat litter in it, and they use it normally, and you clean it normally, like just scoop it out and stuff, and then you start punching holes, and then eventually you get to the part where like just the cat's, you know, going to the bathroom in the toilet, and then there's no litter involved, so it's like you had to get flushable litter, which I actually now don't think actually exists, to be honest.
Yeah.
But they branded it as that back then. But the litter typically shouldn't be going in the toilet anyway, because the cutout that goes, it's plastic that goes in your toilet. It has like a edge that's supposed to like stop it from going in. But anyway. So we did it for a little bit, and then I think Keanu, being the drama queen that he is, he had enough, and we had like this Walmart futon and he peed on it, and I was like, okay, it's very obvious he's not okay with this anymore. So we gave him their litter box back, which was fine, but it lasted about like a month or 2 months of it total. So like there was a point when they were just using that, and I don't know, but cats have that, I guess, natural instinct to want to like bury you know their scent after they use the litter box. So I don't know, I don't know, even if you have a kitten though, I don't think you can do it with a kitten, because they have to be like a certain, like they have to be big enough to where if they fall in the toilet they can get out, so it's like I don't even know when you can start it, but I don't know.
I guess if
think
it
it's
like
possible.
works out, it works out. But if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Because Driven was able to do it fine, but Keanu, he definitely, I don't know.
And
After
then,
he did that though, we got rid of that futon because there was no saving it. It was also one of the like really cheap ones anyway. But I learned my lesson after that happened, and it's never happened since.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom. Oh my god. My mom. She lives on a farm, so. Lots of like outdoor cats. She's just gone through cats. I had to stop getting attached to them because I was like, I was just getting too sad too often.
Yeah.
So I mean, outdoor cats, you can imagine what happens on a farm with cats. And they had one that just like started peeing in the house everywhere. And then they just made him like a permanently outdoor cat after that. And I was like, oh my God, don't have your cats outside. This is a PSA for outdoor cats. They will die and they're invasive. So 2 bad things. Keep your cats inside.
Yeah, definitely if you can. Or get a catio.
Catio, yeah.
But it's so crazy you mentioned that, because I just had this conversation on stream. I don't know if you heard it. There was this kitten that someone I knew's like daughter found, and she wanted to really keep it, but the problem was she's like going back and forth between like college, because she's early on, like freshman level at this point. So they have a dorm they have to stay in, but she's about 2 hours away from home, so she can come and visit on the weekends. But she found this kitten before leaving for college, and she really wanted to keep it. The family already had cats, so they couldn't like take another indoor cat, so they decided to leave it as an outdoor cat. And he was, oh my God, he was less than a year old. And one day, like it was like a foggy morning or something like that. I guess like the daughter is leaving to go, I guess, back to school, and she like drove by, and it was a little gray blob on the side of the road, and she like called her mom to like check, and it was their outdoor cat. And I'm just like, dude, like it makes me so sad, because when the mom was talking about like this kitten, I was just like, oh my gosh, like obviously I have 2 cats, so I can't take it, but like we could find someone that could take it and make it an indoor cat. It was honestly at the point where I was tempted to just like dedicate an entire room in like my house at the time that we were renting just to this cat, and like my landlord and stuff was okay with it. So it was like I almost did that just because I didn't want him to be an outdoor cat, but I knew if I did that, I don't think it would have added extra stress obviously to my current cats, so I just wasn't gonna do it. But it's one of those things where I was just like, man, like the mom had like people offer to take the cat, or like showed an interest in adopting the cat. I don't know like how genuine the interest was, but it was just like, I feel like if it was an indoor cat, I'd still be alive, like, to this day. And he was a cute little guy when I would like go over and I'd see him and stuff. I can't do an outdoor cat. It would break my heart.
They are just so susceptible to getting hurt or getting a disease or getting hit by a car or like fucking the elements. As much as I love watching the little adventure kitties with the GoPros on them and they're like out adventuring around, but I'm like, oh man, they're probably, imagine like you fucking are filming and they just get hit by a car. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god. Yeah, there's that, and then there's also probably like footage of them literally destroying a bird or something.
Yeah.
You know? Like all those attempts that we see where the cat is chasing a bird and doesn't successfully get it. What about the one where it does get it?
Yeah.
And they're just
I always feel, oh my god, anytime I see like a dead cat on the side of the road, I'm just like, just keep your kitties inside. They're just so happy inside.
There's also such a big like feral cat colony problem too.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's sad. I mean, I guess dogs have like that too, where there's like a lot of strays here and there too.
Yeah,
I feel like I never see. Yeah, I've never seen like a dog dead on the side of the road, thankfully, though. So that's good. Yeah. I guess they're smart enough not to go near it.
I think people kind of just think like, oh, you know, my cat's independent. My cat likes to hunt. I need to, you know, it's enriching for it to go outside and do all of its cat things. Like, I get it, but yeah, it's just, they are unfortunately very bad for native bird species and just
bats.
Bats and breeding and spreading disease and just a whole wreck of things.
Okay, you've probably heard this story before too, but when we lived in Germany, we were on the second floor of this house and it had a balcony. The balcony was like enclosed for the most part, so like the cats could not go out. In Germany, you have no central AC anyway. So we didn't have like air conditioning in the summer. So we would open up the doors all the time, and we had like I had like a bug screen net that went over the back door, so like our cats could go in and out like freely onto that back balcony. I think 3 times they were on the back balcony. They're not jumping up high or on the rails or anything. They can't. Just like they are very much stuck on the bottom. But 3 times my cats got like a bird and or bat. And that's crazy with just like a back balcony access. And thankfully, like, I think one of the birds was definitely still alive when we found it. And then the second one, like, because, you know, we'd be sleeping and we'd just hear a cat like growling in the other room. Like, and I'm like, what is going on? You like wake up and you just see like a bird, you know, flapping around on the floor. So like one of them was saved. There was another one that was like literally like a baby bird that didn't make it, unfortunately. And then we had a bat as well. Also, that was right before TwitchCon EU 2023, and I was like, oh my god, does my cat have rabies now? And we're like calling all these German vets trying to ask for advice, and they're all like, just monitor it over the next like 48 hours. And I'm like, dude, at that point, if my cat has rabies, it's gone. And then we're leaving to go to Amsterdam literally the next day. I was so freaking stressed going there, and I was like, I was worried the entire time that my cat, like, we were gonna get back and like one of our cats was gonna be fucking dead because it got rabies or something. Oh my god, isn't that a crazy thing to think of?
Yeah.
Anyway, he was fine.
Yeah.
He didn't eat the bat, but like when a bat wings are actually like really, really frail, and so like typically if they get like nicked, especially by like a cat, like they're just dead out of the water. They can't even fly anymore. So the bat was dead when we found it as well. But yeah, like that's my own personal experience having like 2 pretty much indoor cats that only ever had access to like that back balcony, and I just think it's crazy they were able to like nab 3 different things off of the back balcony when it was really a tiny area. It wasn't that big. I don't know.
They are excellent hunters.
A menace to society. On a lighter note, here's a picture of my cat when he was a little baby.
Stop.
This is Jarvin as
That's
a kitten.
Jarvin. Look at kitty.
He was a little baby kitten. And then here's another one where he's sitting with his little legs up. Look at him. He got his like, he's like putting his legs up and like holding them. He's so
He's so cute.
Oh
He just looks like he's so eepy all the time.
He is. He's my little lazy kitty, and I love him for that. And then I'm not gonna bring Keanu in here because he's a menace to society. But here is my current favorite picture of Keanu, which I took like yesterday or 2 days ago. So
Is he in the laundry basket?
Yeah, he's inside of a laundry basket. So this is one of those collapsible laundry baskets. So they're very flimsy, and they have like, you know, that thin plastic on the outside or cloth material. It's made out of the same material that their cat tubes are typically made out of, where like, you know, the cats go in it and just like run around in a circle. So I'm doing laundry the other day. The basket gets emptied. He goes inside of it. He's having a good time. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to take some pictures of him while he's inside of it because he's so cute. So he's kind of like a killer in this, like he's going crazy, like doing circles and flips and stuff inside of there. And I like take my phone out and I like snap a few pictures where he's like sitting there normally, and then he like turns a little bit and looks at me, and then he like turns even more, and then I know he's going to pounce on me. I see it in his eyes at this point. There's like no pupil, like the pupil is like full, maximum big. And so I'm like one more picture right before he pounces. And as I click the button to like take the picture, he pounces and I pull back. And that's how this
so
masterpiece of a cat picture was born.
He's a hunter. He was out for blood in that picture.
He's so freaking mean when he's in this basket too. We trim our cat's claws, but we haven't trimmed his claws in a while at this point, so they're still really sharp. And I was just chilling, like doing my makeup, so I'm turned around. He's inside of that, and he's playing on the inside, but obviously he can like poke through the hole unintentionally. So he's like rolling around, moving the tube everywhere, and it's just like a lot of like swishy fabric material going on behind me. And then all of a sudden he gets too close to my calf and gets me through the skin of that. It was just like one singular claw, like little puncture, and I was just like, oh my God. So I turn around and I'm like this, backed up against the kitchen sink or the bathroom sink, and Bristol's like in the other room, I think at his computer stuff, and I'm just like, I can't do anything. I'm like stuck there. I can't jump over him because if I do, he's gonna roll and come at me even more because I moved. And I'm like, he's just in play mode.
Oh my God, it's cool.
So I'm like,
you got zoomies.
I'm like, I know. I'm like, Bristol, call your cat. And like, we're like yelling. He's yelling Keanu, and he's just staying in that tube. He's like so coked up out of his mind, ready to pounce. And so like Bristol gets up, and he's like on the other side of the bathroom, and I'm like pressed up against the sink like this, and he's like, you gotta jump over him, and I'm like, I can't. I'm gonna jump over him. He's gonna roll towards me, and then it's so scary. So we took a bathrobe and just like put it over him, and then I like walked over and then removed the bathrobe, and then he just goes like full on like turbo hyper speed inside of it, just running in a circle, doing flips and everything. And I'm like, dude, we're getting Bristol a new laundry basket, so this old laundry basket is now just the official cat toy basket.
Oh man. Yeah, he sound like he got a lot of energy.
He's coked up out of his mind. But then he also, this is a picture of when we were evacuating and driving in a car for like, I don't even know, 14 hours to try and go back to like away from Florida because Hurricane Irma was like gonna come, and he was not happy here either. I think
is he hiding?
Yeah, he's not a good car rider. He pants, but he was cute. Not very happy though.
I have a picture of Vader. He hates being in the car too. He just vibrates and then pants because he's vibrating, and then
I thought dogs like the car. What the heck?
Usually, yeah, dogs like he fucking hates. He hates the car. He hates the water. Like, what? Are you even a dog? Come here.
I just
Like,
Vader's just anxious, huh?
He's extremely anxious. He's one of the most
He's
anxious
anxious to be.
I think he has separation anxiety or something. And then he also has like the type of anxiety that like when you come home and you greet your dog really excitedly and it just gets them really going. Yeah, he has that too. So
that's kind of a fun way to greet a dog though.
Yeah. This is Vader. If you can see his snoot, I guess.
A little bit.
Hello. I do have lots of pictures of him though.
Yay!
Do you have more of Keanu to show before I?
Nope.
Okay. This is Vader. I titled them and now I don't know what I titled them. What is this? Oh, this is Vader.
Wait, he's so cute here.
This is a meme that I made of like.
Wait, did you draw the dog?
No, I just like found the picture of it and then
okay.
I took the pictures of Vader and it's like the side-eye one. This was like one of the first pictures that I took of him and he was so like puppy. This was like 6 years ago or 5 years ago or something. So he's 9 now. So this was when he was 4.
I love the side eye.
Yeah, the little
he
whites
didn't trust you.
Showing.
He was like, "Who are you?"
Like, who is this taking pictures of me? And then he is the most cuddle dog I've ever met in my life. He's literally laying on my head right here.
His eyes are so much more gray in this picture.
Oh,
Holy
I know
crap.
this one. He stressed himself into being gray.
He's an old man.
Oh, here's another one. He just looks like a bear.
He does. He's like smiling.
He do a smile. He do be doing a smile. But he's so much more gray here. This is when I took like 2 years ago or something when he got old all of a sudden. This is in the spring, little sakura flower on his head.
Oh, that's so cute though.
Yes, and then this was what we did for Halloween like 3 years ago or 4 years ago or something.
Did he tolerate that, or was he like
tolerated it for the picture, and then we took it off? But I can't. He's literally turning 9 this month, and I'm like,
oh my god,
what the fuck? Why do they get so old so fast?
I know.
Sometimes I kind of tear up a little because I'm like,
oh, stop.
5 more years, baby. I'm like, what the fuck? It's so bad. But I have literally never been attached to a dog before, until Vader. So I'm like, oh fuck. So, yeah, I do love him. I'm his stepmom, and I love him like my own child. But he's a very good boy. I guess I don't know, adopted mom. Oh, I don't know what I would be. I was like,
you're not
the other mother.
Mom, I don't think. I was gonna ask, how did Vader get his name? Was it from like Lord of the Rings?
Star Wars, but yes.
I think I said that once and it rage baited Pinto.
I probably did.
That was the best thing ever.
Yeah, I think he just named him after Darth Vader. Because when he went and adopted him, he had a red collar on. And so I think that's why he named him Vader. He's very attached to people. He likes people more than he likes other dogs.
Oh my gosh.
Anytime we see like a person when we're out on a stroll, he's like wags his tail and looks at them. He's like, pet me. Let's go say hello. He also started getting like, I don't know if you can see it. No, he won't let me. But his lips started getting pink, and I don't know why. He's got a little pink lip now, and gray face.
He's just going into his makeup routine.
I know.
Changed it up.
He got white eyelashes now. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if my cats have really shown like a lot of like aging in terms of like the color of their fur. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I did learn that someone said on TikTok, so take that as you will, but they said something along the lines of like cat whiskers will change color as the cat ages.
Oh.
And Typically they'll like my cat whiskers were like they were black and then it would like maybe like be a little bit white on the sides or whatever, but now most of my cat their whiskers are like growing in like full white and I'm like, oh my god, are you old now?
That's cute though. Aww.
And I'd be collecting the cat whiskers too. I had a collection.
Do you put them
in
in like pin cushions?
I'm gonna do something with them. I'm not entirely sure yet. I had a full collection in the States and then I think it got thrown away like when we were moving. I was so sad about that. I had so many, but I started a new collection here and right now they're just in like a little baggie. Yeah. But there was this woman on TikTok that takes cat whiskers and she does like cross stitch embroidery. And she'll do bouquets and the stems of the flowers for the bouquets that she cross stitches are the cat whiskers.
That's so
and I was
cute.
Like, I can do that. I don't know how to cross stitch, but I was like, I'm gonna learn now.
I think you are creative enough to do it.
Or I'd commission her. I might do that too. But I mean, I'd probably commission her. I think she's in the States. If I was in the States, I'd probably do that. But now that I'm not, I probably won't because shipping anything, it would be way too expensive to be honest. But
that's true.
That's okay. That's okay.
Oh, that's a cool idea though.
I know. I thought it was very original and I was like, oh my god. Everyone's so creative except me, but now I'm going to copy your...
You literally do create... Oh, do not come up here. Oh my god. I have a snake on
did
my
he
lap
try to
still.
jump up on Jelly?
Yes.
He got so comfy.
I'm sorry, Vader. I have a snake on my lap. Yeah, I think I'll go put him away. He's like so rolled up in my towel or my blanket.
Okay.
Sorry, 1 second. I'll go put him back. Oh, Vader's pouting now because I had to push him off. I'm sorry.
He's so mad.
I'm sorry. I didn't want him to squish the snack. Okay, now you can come up and say hello.
Yay!
There's the dog.
Ooh.
The boy.
He's so old and gray.
I know, he's so fucking gray.
Wow.
I don't know why he's so gray. He like he just stresses. I feel like he stressed himself out into being so gray. I wouldn't be surprised.
I love his white eyelashes though.
Yeah,
Those are so.
It's like white.
I wish I had
mascara.
that. That would be such a statement piece. Dang.
You're gonna turn albino with how gray you are. He'll just like really randomly get anxious sometimes and like insist on crawling up onto your lap like he thinks he's a lap dog or something. And I'm like, what is like, why would you be sad right now? You can't be sad right now. He got a spot on his neck. He will smile when you be scratching it. He's a good smiler. If I I don't want to ask it anymore.
What do you mean? Okay. No, hit me with it. What is it?
Okay. If I were to stand up, turn around, pull my pants down, and show you my butthole, what would your reaction be?
You know, I think the first thing would be like, what is this lady doing? And then I'd be like, what color are the panties? And then I think at that point I would process what's happening and I would just be probably be speechless. Like, are you sure you want this in the podcast episode, Tony? I don't know if you want that. Is that supposed... I didn't know. Is that going on the Patreon? Is that what...
Oh my god. So the reason I ask is because they were doing like a yard special and Pinto and I were watching it on the couch, and one of the like challenges or whatever was to make Slime laugh, and all Ludwig did was just dead silently stand up, turn around, pull his pants down, and spread his asshole. And Slime laughed, and then Pinto was like, "What could you like? What do you think that you and Lynn did that? Like, what if you did that to Lynn? What the hell would her reaction be?" And I'm like, "That's a great question. I'm gonna ask her." And this was like 2 weeks ago, and I've been waiting to ask you.
Wow, knowing the context, that's crazy. Well.
I also have butthole written down, so I didn't forget to to ask.
I'm
Anyway.
curious, like what would your reaction be if I did that?
I think I'd like cover my eyes, but then I'd be like kind of peeking through.
I feel like I'd be like
I, like,
something
couldn't look
similar.
away.
Like I'd cover the camera.
Cover the camera, but look at the OBS stream.
I don't know, because I remember a few episodes ago we talked about what is his name? He got so drunk and then he was on stream still. Prezzo. He got drunk and then he, I guess, stripped naked because he sleeps naked and like ran to his bed naked. And I'm like, man, that's my worst nightmare. Like I have nightmares of that. Not dreams. I have always dreamed to run across.
I've dreamed of running across stream naked.
So that is a wild scenario. What an interesting challenge. I guess we'll have to write that one down for the Patreon, huh?
Yeah, we'll subscribe to the Patreon and we'll do it.
Oh
man.
God.
It also just like in the back of my mind made me like kind of envy it too, in a way that I'm like, men can get away with doing this and like women just absolutely could not get away with doing this. Like for shits and giggles without getting like, you
flamed
know,
for it.
Yeah. And I'm like,
we'll just dress up as men right before we do it and then it'll be fine.
And then it'll be fine. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Well, back to pets. Did you have any pets growing up?
I did. I had one little dog that I grew up with. She was a toy poodle. She was a little black, little black dog. There's pictures of me somewhere as a baby with her like laying next to me. My parents said that she was like very protective, I guess, of me. And I only ever really knew her because she was also a puppy like when I was a baby, so we kind of like aged together. But she I don't really have a whole lot of memories with her, just because it was like, it's kind of sad, but she, when my parents split up when I was 8, she ended up going like with my mom, but then my mom just left her at like my stepdad's parents' house, and so she was kind of just like moving around a lot, and then I think she got sick, and she ended up just passing away like at my grandparents' house. And I remember my dad being like really upset because it like, you know, like my mom wasn't around, like nobody was around within the family that like was taking care of her really, because it was like just with my grandparents, like my stepdad's parents, and it was, I don't know, it was a whole thing. I remember people were very upset about it. I just don't think she was getting the care that she needed, because she wasn't even that old either. She would have been like 11 maybe.
Was she a purebred?
I mean, I think she was a purebred toy poodle, but whatever that means, I don't know.
Well, because
that's like a breed.
I know like a lot of like purebred animals, specifically with dogs, they'll have so many issues, unfortunately. I mean, you can get it with cats too.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate, but I could definitely, I mean, I don't know how long a small dog normally lives for. I feel like 11 is a decent amount of time, but it's still like really sad.
Yeah, but anyway, that was the only pet. I also had hermit crabs and like several betta fish that I was ignorant to taking care of. So I felt
were you ignorant, or was it more like, well, okay, I guess ignorant is like, you know, you just don't know.
Yeah, I just literally did not know how to take care of it. Yeah. So, and the hermit crabs too. The hermit crabs were crazy though. My dad's allergic to everything, so I wasn't really able to have any pets.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he's allergic to everything, and then he was allergic to the hermit crabs.
No, so that's why I had hermit crabs, was because he wasn't allergic to those.
Oh, I see.
The Pepsi was the toy poodle. She was hypoallergenic, but I still think that she made my dad break out sometimes or something. And she like licked him. But anyway, he's allergic to everything. Never had another pet after that, except for these hermit crabs that my dad brought home. And I just remember like one of them died in the cage, and the other one like pulled it apart and mangled it, and like I think was trying to eat it. And so I just remember coming home from school one day and seeing a mangled hermit crab inside my tank. Instantly burst into tears and was like, Dad, one of the hermit crabs is dead. I'm like freaking out because it's just a mangled hermit crab, and I'm like traumatized by this. And my dad's like, oh, okay. So he goes and like takes it out, and then like not that long after, the other one dies too. And I'm like, all right, well, that was enough of that, I guess. I don't even know how long they're supposed to live for.
I don't know.
Those were my pets. That's all I had.
We would go to Florida like around Christmas time every year, and I remember being young and like seeing the hermit crabs in like the, I don't know, pet shops around there, or like people just selling them kind of out and about willy-nilly.
They're really
where they have
bad.
The painted shells.
Part of the pet trade for them is really bad, and until you really think about it, you're like, oh yeah, that is bad. Like, you don't really think about it when you're a kid, and like you know, in Florida, and you see hermit crabs for sale. Like it's exactly, you know, you don't really think about it.
It's the equivalent of putting goldfish in bags and then like you winning them at the fair or something like that. That's also like pretty bad. I know goldfish are typically like feeder food, but you know, it's still not a nice thing. But when you're little, you don't think about that by any means. And same concept with betta fish, because I did have a few betta fish as well. And you go to the store, and I think they're still kept like this to this day, where they look very low maintenance because they have them in these like tiny little cups, and they're so beautiful. And you know, you buy it and you're like, oh, you can just put it in this small little, you know, glass tank, and then you don't need to like filtrate the water or anything like that. Well, you actually do. And I just don't know how they like somehow taught us or convinced us when we were younger that they were so low maintenance. But I have seen some people do like, you know, put them in the proper big tanks, because they're I believe they're native to Japan. You can have a sorority. And they live in like rice fields. And I didn't know that, actually,
because I think in rice fields the water is it's like pretty shallow water, and it's very like, you know, a lot of vegetation in there. I don't know if it's a rice field, but I mean it's something like that, where it's just really shallow water with a lot of vegetation, and people will mimic that in the tanks, and then, you know, they live for significantly longer because they're in the proper environment with the proper care and filtration. And I mean, I literally just had mine in a glass bowl, and like, you know, didn't even, you know, clean it very often because I was like, I don't have to. And it's just it's so bad. What, I don't know, you just think you get these things and then nobody educates you on it. And then
I have a crazy story about my betta fish though. So we were going on vacation or something, and we needed someone to watch the betta fish. So we go over to a neighbor's house, and they're like, yeah, we'll just watch it, it'll be fine. Again, mine's in kind of a similar situation, maybe not a glass bowl, but like not the biggest tank. There's no filtration in it or anything like that. I think it was fish flakes that we were feeding it, not like the little tablet that you put in that gradually like releases
like little food worm things.
I do remember using those. But anyway, we go on vacation, we come back, I go to get my betta fish, and I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, I don't know if this is the same betta fish. Like, I am 9 years old at this point. I'm like looking at it, I'm like, I swear something is different about this fish. And I couldn't figure out what. And I you know, my little 9-year-old brain, I'm like, oh, maybe it's just me. I'm not very confident in it. Well, anyway, I keep the fish and raise it. Eventually it like passes away, probably just because, again, didn't really understand the proper care for a betta fish, and I'm 9-10 years old. A few years go by, and my mom is like, yeah, we went, and your fish died while we were on vacation, and they were like, the people that were taking care of it, like, you know, knew I would be upset about it, so they went to the store and tried to find a betta fish that like matched my current betta fish, and then like switched it out. And I had like, I mean, I had a suspicion, but like I never had it confirmed, and my mom didn't tell me until I was like, you know, 12 or something. And I really don't fret them for that, because can you imagine, like, you go on vacation, you give someone your pet to watch, and then they it dies, unfortunately. It's kind of a crazy scenario, to be honest.
Oh my
So yeah,
God.
I took care of a beta fish that technically wasn't my original beta fish, but you know what? It's cool.
That's so fucked.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up. I used to also have a fish tank in my room when I was like really, really young. So I guess like I had fish always, and we had a lot of like tetras in there, and I had some like bottom feeders. It's not like ocean fish, saltwater fish. So they were very dull colors and not very bright and vivid, but it did have like a water heater, and that was filtered and stuff. And like those fishes live for a very long time. And my mom, I would feed them every day, but my mom was like very good about switching the water out with that tank and everything like that. And I wish I remembered how big the tank was, but it was a good, decent sized tank. And I don't know. I just remember watching my fish and going to sleep with like the bubble filtration, like making noise all the time, which was kind of cool too. And I like going to, I guess it was like Petco at the time, and you would see like, or even Walmart. Walmart used to have fish in it. I forgot about this. We go to like Walmart and they had a full fish section, and so I would like look at the fishies there, and maybe sometimes I'd get to take one home, but it would be like a tetra, so it's like a very small, tiny fish that's just like blue and orange or whatever. Before we had the fish tank, though, my parents, technically I was young. I was probably like 1 or 2 years old, but my parents had a cat named Pinto.
Oh yeah.
And I have a funny story about him. So he was an orange tabby cat, and he was very attached to like my mom. My mom actually started developing like an allergy to cats, unfortunately, later in life. So like he was living inside the house. He was an indoor cat, but he was living inside the house, and she I guess like like she just put up with the allergies or took medication for it and whatnot. But he loved to take her bras and just walk around the house with them. And this is like the only picture of him that I have. I'm sure there's more, but I don't know where they are. But this is a picture of Pinto walking around the house with my mom's bra in his mouth. I think he was more of a kitten in this picture because he looks kind of small.
Yeah.
And the reason this picture is cut out this way is because when I was in like 5th grade, I had to do like an introduction poster board introducing myself to the class, and I decided to talk about Pinto, and this was the only picture I could find of him.
Aww.
So I guess on my poster board I like cut it up and I like spoke about him. But yeah, I pretty much from a young age was trained to like cats, and so that's just how it happened.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute.
And then I have 2 other pets. One of them was so we're living in Tennessee. It's like 2002 at this point or something along those lines. And my neighbor, we don't have Pinto anymore. He passed away, unfortunately. And I must be like 5 or 6 years old. I'm not really sure. I'm very like young. And my neighbor had a cat, and they were outside cats. And so I would just go over to her house and like pet her cats. She was actually around the same age as me. She might have been like a year or 2 older. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, she was an outside cat, and she was very, very fat. She kind of came that way, to be fair. And oh God, this is a crazy story, but basically I spent so much time with that cat outdoors. I'm going to cry. Oh my God,
Stop.
Sorry. So I spent so much time with that cat outdoors that when we were moving from Tennessee to Virginia, I like told my mom I wanted to keep her.
Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry.
I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, I told my mom that I wanted to keep her. And so I like went over, I think my mom like asked ahead of time, obviously, but she made me go ask the neighbor if I could adopt a sled from her. And again, she was just an outside cat. And my neighbor had she was like ex-police force, so she would take retired like canines and like house them, after they're done working and everything like that. So she was like, yeah, you can have her. And so we went to Virginia with her, and then she like got to live outside, but she pretty much always stayed in the garage. She was, again, a very fat cat. Anyway, so I do have some pictures of her. She was very fluffy. This is like one of the only ones that I have. It's kind of sideways, unfortunately, but she was just very fluffy, very fat. And I think I have one more. Let me see. This is her playing with like that's Keanu. This is her playing with a toy snake it was a fake snake, not a real one. It was like my brother's
eating
toy.
a snake.
It was my brother my brother was eating the toy snake. This is her eating my brother's toy snake. So anyway, she was a great outdoor cat. But yeah, she was very fat, very old. She had arthritis, so I think in Virginia that's when we had to like officially put her down. But I was in charge of cleaning the litter box, which I absolutely hated doing. I had to do all of that stuff. Like I had to feed her every morning and like every night, although I think we just fed her once a day and she could like free eat, but she was so fat. Like I didn't know, I'm like 11, 12 years old, but it was just really cool because like, I mean, she was a little bit older than me, and I think by the time like that we finally had to put her down, I think I was like 13, so she would have been 14, but she could like barely walk at that point. She had cataracts in both her eyes. Oh. And then we moved to North Carolina, and we rented, so I couldn't have any other pets. But I also had another pet. It was a bunny.
Oh, bunny.
This is one of the only pictures I could find when I was like cleaning through stuff. So this is Smokey. He was in the middle of a shed here, so he was shedding his like winter fur to his like summer fur, so that's why he's like kind of patchy, but he was pretty much all gray, and then he had I think his front left paw was white, and I named him Smokey because he was gray, I guess. He had a little outdoor, I think I got him when I was 7 or 8. And I got him when we were in Tennessee too, so I was still very young. But I don't know if I have said this before, but it was really funny because I wanted a pet rabbit. My mom was down to get me one. We were friends with the local Mennonites that are in Tennessee, and they do a lot of like hand stitching, like quilt stuff. They're like similar to just like very old timey. They don't really use electricity. Stuff like that. And my mom would like hang out with them and like give them quilting projects basically, and like pay them, obviously, like they would get money, but so she was friends with them. And I remember they had rabbits, and my mom took me to go look at their rabbits to see if I wanted to adopt one when I said I wanted a rabbit. And I walked over. All the rabbits are white and their eyes are pink or red. And I didn't know at the time that these were like feeder rabbits, like so they would eat these rabbits. And I had the option to like possibly save one, but again I didn't know, and I don't know, I didn't really want, like, their eyes kind of scared me when I was younger.
That's fair.
So we ended up, I think, getting Smokey from like Petco or something like that. He was a little baby bunny at the time, but yeah, he was cool. And then when we moved to North Carolina, my mom's like best friend, she kind of like had like a farm too, so she was able to like take him and have him live out like the rest of his days like in his little like hutch and like play. And there was a girl rabbit too, and I guess they're bunnies, and he was never fixed, so they made some babies. And then I guess like the mom rabbit kind of ate them, because they will do that. And I didn't know that, but so I don't know if any of his lineage was really passed down, but yeah, he was a cool little guy. He was a rabbit. And the other day someone asked me like if I didn't have cats, what type of pet I would have, and like given the resources, if I could dedicate like an entire room to it, I would probably get a bunny again. I wouldn't mind having one. But
that's nice. I remember you talking about that in stream, because I was like, rabbits and bunnies are just one of those pets that I'm like kind of within like the guinea pig hamster family that I just like don't really know how to take care of them, which actually reminds me of something crazy story. I had gerbils kind of at one point.
Okay.
I wasn't able to keep them at my house, so it was between me and my ex's sister. we had a gerbil each. And so they were kept at their house. And I was over there frequently enough to take care of them. You know, I'd give them the little powder baths and whatnot, or the sand baths, and clean out their cage and whatever, do the stuff. And when I wasn't there, the sister would take care of them, and she didn't like this. She didn't. She did a really shit job. Every time I'd come over, it would be an absolute wreck. And I'd be like, girl, you have to like take care of these animals as well. Like, we both signed for these pets. Like, it is also yours. This was like kind of towards the end of my relationship with this person. And like his sister was like, she was fine. But oh my God, I've like blocked this out of my memory because it was so bad. They were moving, and the sister and the brother, the other brother, not my ex at the time, took the gerbils and just went and released them out into a field.
Oh my God.
And
no
they didn't
way,
like
man.
I would have taken them if I had known that they were going to do that. They just went and released them, and I was so furious. That was like one of the times I've probably been so freaking mad in my life. I don't think I ever talked to her again after that. I was so fucking mad that they did that. And like, you know, they're probably dead. Like, they would have died within, you know, it's not the right environment for them. They're prone to predation. Like, they just would have been dead. They were gone. Yeah. And I was like, I paid for that. I paid for them. I signed for them. Like, what, like one of them was mine, and you just went and released it. I was like, I was so mad.
I don't think I could ever do that. Like just if I had a pet and I need to get rid of it, I don't think I could just dump it somewhere. Yeah. I would think about that. Like, that would keep me up at night. I'm not even. I don't know. Yeah. Some people just don't view, I guess, like pets as kind of like part of the family, if that makes sense. So maybe that's, I don't know, man.
I literally forgot about that until I mentioned hamster, and I was like, oh my God, I had gerbils at one point.
It's funny. I wanted a dwarf hamster when I was younger because they were very cute, but I could never, like, my mom wouldn't let me get one. So.
They're very cute. Gerbils were super cute too. Like, they like little, they hop around, and they're very cute and soft.
They're very cute.
I would get a gerbil too. Except there was one time where the two of them fought. They were fighting each other like bad. It was a bad fight. I tried to pull them apart. And one of them bit me real bad. I had to.
Oh my God.
I don't think I had to go to the doctor or anything, but I do remember getting bit by one of them, and I was like, fuck. I was bleeding. It was crazy.
Oh.
But anyway, that was my gerbil story that I forgot about until just now.
What did we learn this episode? Don't let your cats outside, and don't dump your pets, okay?
Don't buy pets that you are not prepared for. Don't buy pets that you don't know anything about. I did so much research before I bought Jelly. I was like, I need to be an expert on these ball pythons. I need to know exactly what they need. Oh, man. We are over an hour.
We are.
I feel like I can keep yapping about animals and shit, but...
All right, that'll be it for this episode. Thank you guys for joining us. As we mentioned earlier, we'll be opening up a Patreon, so I think that link will probably be down below, or maybe within the next week. I already forgot. Basically, one episode a month, I think, is going to be placed on Patreon now, is what we're thinking of doing. So next week will be the Patreon only exclusive Hear Me Out cake, and then I guess from there we'll kind of gauge what other type of content we want to put on there. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out. Definitely, I don't know, leave a comment down below about what the name is of your pet, or a past pet that you've had, or a pet that you've always wanted. I don't know, I guess if you join the Discord, you will have a pet room where you can post pictures of your pet.
Ooh, pet room in Discord. I'll make it right now.
A pet room. Okay. But yes, that'll be it. Follow us on all the social media, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and you're already on YouTube, and occasionally Blue Sky.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. And yeah, that'll be it. Goodbye, guys.
Bye.